Pi network has often faced skepticism about its viability and long-term value. However, the emergence of GCV, global consensus value, within the Pi network ecosystem has provided compelling evidence that Pi is not merely a theoretical blockchain experiment, but a real, functioning, and decentralized economy actively shaping the crypto and Web3 space. What if I told you that while the entire crypto world is drowning in empty promises and failed experiments, Pi network has quietly built something that's actually changing lives right now? What if I showed you undeniable proof that Pi isn't just another blockchain dream, but a functioning economy where people are buying houses, cars, and paying for real services at this very moment? If GCV exists, it confirms that Pi network is functional, documented, decentralized, and resilient. If GCV did not exist, Pi network would remain a technology waiting to find its place within the global economy. The existence of GCV, therefore, is the strongest evidence yet that Pi network is on its way to becoming a central player in the crypto economy. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will shatter everything the skeptics have been saying about Pi network. Let's first greet and welcome back pioneers. If you're watching this video, you're in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Today, I'm bringing you the most compelling evidence yet that Pi network has transcended from experimental technology to real economic power in the crypto and Web3 space. We're diving deep into GCV, global consensus value, and how it's proving that Pi network isn't just surviving in this digital economy, it's thriving and leading the charge toward true decentralized finance. But before we uncover this revolutionary story, I want to see our incredible global pioneer family unite. Just join our community by smash subscribe button and ring notification bell if you haven't already, so you never miss an update. Also, comment PI network to the moon along with your country to show the world the unstoppable force that is our pioneer community. In a digital economy absolutely flooded with promises that never materialize, Pi network has faced relentless skepticism about its viability and long-term value. Critics have dismissed it as just another mobile mining app with no real substance. However, the emergence of GCV within the Pi network ecosystem has provided the most compelling evidence that Pi is not merely a theoretical blockchain experiment, but a real, functioning, and decentralized economy that's actively shaping the crypto and Web3 landscape right before our eyes. GCV has emerged as the cornerstone in Pi network's evolution, offering crystal clear proof across 4 critical dimensions that separate real projects from vaporware. We're talking about functionality that works in the real world, documentation that can't be faked, decentralization that actually empowers communities, and resilience that withstands every attack thrown at it. This comprehensive framework doesn't just showcase the potential of crypto and Web3 technology, it establishes Pi as a currency that's already driving real-world economic activity across multiple continents. One of the primary criticisms leveled against countless crypto projects is their complete lack of practical use cases. These projects raise millions, make grand promises, and then disappear into the void of speculation. Pi network, through the GCV standard, has effectively demolished this narrative with overwhelming evidence. GCV has transformed Pi from what outsiders saw as a speculative crypto asset into a practical unit of transaction that's being used right now in sectors including real estate, automotive, education, healthcare, agriculture, and technology. The transactions happening under the GCV standard, using the community-established benchmark of 1 Pi equals 314,159, have seen pioneers purchasing land parcels, vehicles, educational services, medical treatments, and technological tools across multiple countries spanning different continents. This isn't theoretical economics or academic research. This is concrete proof that Pi is not merely an asset to be mined and held in digital wallets, but a currency that's being spent and circulated daily, driving what economists call a true circular economy that benefits everyone involved. The utilization of Pi in such diverse transactions confirms its extraordinary capacity to integrate seamlessly into daily economic activities, validating the network's original vision of democratizing cryptocurrency use in a revolutionary manner that bridges the digital and physical economies without barriers. Unlike projects that rely purely on hype, marketing campaigns, and empty claims backed by celebrity endorsements, the GCV system is built upon completely verifiable documentation that stands up to rigorous scrutiny from anyone who wants to investigate. Each transaction conducted using the GCV standard is archived meticulously through high-resolution photographs, detailed videos, official receipts, and comprehensive written testimonies by pioneers worldwide who are proud to share their experiences. This level of documentation is absolutely unprecedented in the crypto space, where most projects operate in shadows and actively refuse transparency when questioned about their actual utility. These transactions aren't hidden away in private databases controlled by corporate teams or kept secret by marketing departments trying to manipulate public perception. They're shared openly and proudly within community platforms, social media channels, and databases maintained by Pi pioneers and ecosystem developers across the globe who understand that transparency builds trust. Community leaders and ambassadors actively validate and support these records, ensuring complete transparency and accountability within the Pi network ecosystem while maintaining the decentralized nature that makes it special. This documentation establishes a clear audit trail that's crucial in the crypto world, where transparency ultimately determines trust and long-term success. This shift moves Pi Network from being perceived as a speculative promise to a proven, community-driven economic model that's actively delivering measurable value across its global user base. When skeptics demand proof, we don't point to white papers or roadmaps. We point to real people making real purchases with real Pi. The concept of decentralization stands at the absolute heart of the crypto and Web3 revolution, representing the fundamental shift away from centralized control toward community empowerment. Yet most projects claiming decentralization operate under strict centralized control when it comes to critical decisions, especially pricing mechanisms and governance structures. The GCV standard stands apart by being a genuinely community-driven value system that emerged organically from the grassroots level through natural consensus rather than corporate mandate. It wasn't defined by the Pi core team, corporate executives, venture capitalists, or any centralized authority figure. Instead, it emerged from the collective wisdom and practical experience of hundreds of thousands of pioneers across different countries, cultures, and economic backgrounds who adopted it voluntarily because they recognized its value in their daily lives. This decentralized adoption perfectly aligns with the foundational principles of Web3, emphasizing community governance, collective decision-making, and user empowerment over corporate control and traditional financial institutions. By allowing the community to determine value through practical economic transactions rather than speculative trading driven by market manipulation, Pi Network has created a living example of what truly decentralized economic structures can achieve when given the opportunity to flourish without interference from centralized powers. Resilience represents the ultimate test of any crypto ecosystem's strength and staying power. GCV has faced significant challenges from those advocating alternative pricing systems, speculative trading approaches, and dual-value narratives that could potentially undermine its stability and community consensus. Despite these challenges and coordinated efforts to fragment the community, the GCV community has continued to grow exponentially and strengthen its position, successfully neutralizing counter-movements and solidifying its presence within the Pi network ecosystem. The consistently increasing number of transactions, expanding documentation, and growing community support serve as powerful indicators of a system that isn't just surviving the typical crypto market volatility, but thriving and establishing new standards for community-driven value creation. The GCV's remarkable ability to withstand these challenges while maintaining stability and achieving sustainable growth demonstrates the underlying strength of Pi Network's community-driven model, showcasing that Pi Network is fully capable of building lasting resilience in the often chaotic and volatile world of cryptocurrency. GCV represents far more than just a price point or community consensus. It represents a revolutionary stance rooted in community wisdom, transparent documentation, and the collective efforts of pioneers worldwide who refuse to accept the status quo of centralized financial systems. One of the most striking aspects of this event is that it underscores the incredible power of the Pi Network community in ways that most people don't fully understand. Unlike many crypto projects that rely heavily on centralized marketing or institutional backing, Pi Network has grown organically, driven by millions of users worldwide who believe in its vision for decentralized finance and inclusive crypto participation. The decision by thousands of pioneers to withdraw their PiCoin from OKX is not merely a financial transaction, it's a powerful statement of trust in the project's long-term value and the desire for self-sovereignty over their digital assets. This grassroots action aligns perfectly with the principles of Web3, where communities drive ecosystems and users actively shape the network's direction. As Pi Network continues to develop, including through the launch of Pi App Studio and the growth of Pi Network Ventures to support startups within its ecosystem, this collective behavior positions Pi as a crypto project deeply rooted in its user base, providing it with resilience and authenticity that many centralized projects completely lack. In crypto economics, a supply shock occurs when the available supply of an asset in the market is drastically reduced, often leading to a price increase if demand holds steady or rises. With over 86 million PiCoin withdrawn from OKX, the market is witnessing the early stages of such a scenario for PiCoin. If pioneers continue to move their Pi off exchanges and into personal wallets, while transaction activity and interest in Pi Network remain high, traders could see increased volatility with an upward bias in PiCoin's price. This scenario also incentivizes holding over selling, as pioneers anticipate higher valuations in the future, contributing to reduced selling pressure in the market. This event is also a reminder that Pi Network's design and gradual decentralization approach allow its community to influence the market actively. The collective movement of PiCoin off exchanges is a display of the network's decentralized power in real time, and it's happening right before our eyes. For the Pi Network, this event may be a pivotal moment as it transitions further toward full mainnet operations and broader exchange listings. The active participation of its user base in securing their PiCoin reinforces the network's foundational principles and its commitment to community-driven governance. As crypto adoption accelerates globally and Web3 continues to gain momentum, the Pi Network is positioning itself as a practical, community-first crypto ecosystem capable of onboarding millions of users into decentralized finance. Events like the OKX withdrawal surge exemplify how user-driven actions can align with market dynamics to influence a coin's price and the narrative surrounding it. Pioneers, by actively choosing to self-custody their PiCoin, are setting the stage for the next phase of Pi Network's growth, one where community control, scarcity, and utility combine to drive long-term value that could surprise even the most optimistic predictions. The withdrawal of over 86 million Pi from OKX in such a short period is not just a headline for crypto enthusiasts, it's a case study in how decentralized communities can influence market dynamics in the crypto space. For those in the crypto world, this event serves as a reminder of the importance of monitoring on-chain movements and exchange flows as indicators of potential price trends that could signal major opportunities ahead. Whether you are a trader looking for the next opportunity, a pioneer committed to Pi Network's vision, or a crypto observer analyzing market dynamics, this event deserves your attention. The coming days and weeks will reveal whether this withdrawal surge translates into a significant price movement for PiCoin. But one thing is absolutely clear. The Pi Network community is active, engaged, and ready to shape the future of decentralized finance. This is just the beginning, pioneers. The withdrawal of 86 million PiCoins from OKX isn't just breaking news, it's proof that our community has real power to influence market dynamics and drive the future of Pi Network. We're not just passive observers, we're active participants in creating the decentralized financial future we all believe in. If you found this analysis as exciting as I did, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more pioneers worldwide. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss breaking Pi Network developments like this that could impact your journey. GCV represents far more than just a price point or community consensus. It represents a revolutionary stance rooted in community wisdom, transparent documentation, and the collective efforts of pioneers worldwide who refuse to accept the status quo of centralized financial systems. The remarkable success of GCV within the Pi Network offers a proven template for other crypto projects seeking to move beyond empty speculation toward meaningful real-world economic integration. It serves as a powerful model for community-led value creation in the evolving crypto and Web3 era, proving that sustainable cryptocurrency ecosystems must be built on utility, community consensus, and real-world application rather than hype and speculation. GCV's rise within the Pi Network highlights a massive trend within the crypto and Web3 spaces that's reshaping the entire industry. We're witnessing the fundamental transition from speculative hype to utility-based ecosystems that actually serve real people with real needs. By enabling genuine transactions, providing transparent documentation, embracing true decentralization, and building unshakable resilience, Pi Network is positioning itself as a legitimate force within the future digital economy that's already arriving. This is why GCV proves Pi Network's real economic power in the crypto and Web3 space. It's not just about the technology, it's about the community that's using that technology to create genuine value and meaningful change. When critics ask for proof that Pi Network is legitimate, we don't point to marketing materials or technical specifications. We point to the countless pioneers who are living proof that Pi Network is already changing lives, already facilitating commerce, and already building the decentralized future that everyone else is still talking about. If this video opened your eyes to the revolutionary power of Pi Network and GCV, smash that like button and show your support for our pioneer community. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates about Pi Network's incredible journey.